Hi guys, bonjour les amis. I'm gonna do this intro for a bunch of recipes because I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I'm gonna follow some recipes out of the book, the cookbook that comes with the Delonghi air fryer. Delonghi multi-cooker, multi-fryer, it's got a bunch of names. Anyways, it's a great machine, it's amazing what it does. So, it's got awesome recipes in there. I'm gonna do a couple recipes out of there. I'm not one to follow recipe books, but I'm good at this time. So you guys ready to join me? We're gonna do this together. You guys ready? Let's go. Chin chin. All right, I've done all the prep work, so you don't even have to watch that stuff happening. All right, so we're gonna do the fried pork, as you saw in the title. All right, so just so you know, I don't follow recipes very well, but I'm gonna do it this time, just to give you my honest opinion. So it says whisk. I got the 2 eggs in here. It's 2 eggs. It says whisk the eggs, flour, and Worcestershire. So the flour is 2 tablespoons, which is weird to me, but okay. And the Worcestershire is 1 teaspoon. There you go. So it says to whisk that together. Okay. My handy dandy fork whisks very well. Let me do that. I've only got one hand. Okay, I'll be back. Alright guys. I just spent about 10 minutes breaking flour balls in there. So, suggestion. Gradually add the flour in there as you're whisking. Okay, so. Okay, it says to place the breadcrumbs in a pie plate or shallow bowl. Sprinkle the pork with the salt. Dip into the egg mixture, then into the breadcrumbs. Pressing to adhere. Well, that's a word I've never used in my life. So let me get that ready. We'll be back. Alright, so I'm going to do this in a little different order because they're saying to do the oil in the pan and everything first. You can't even see it. I'm going to show you this. It says to use peanut oil. It doesn't say how much. But that's what I got. Peanut oil, which I've never used in my life instead of... what am I trying to say? Anyways, when you fry turkey, you use peanut oil. That's the only reason I use peanut oil. Oh, damn, there's no like this. Okay. So I'm just going to drizzle a little bit of that on the bottom, probably a tablespoon. And I'm going to brush the pan, I guess. You're not telling me to do that, but that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to brush the bottom of the pan with that because I put probably a tablespoon of oil down there. Alright, so let's do that. Take the paddle out. We don't need the paddle, so if you have one of those Cook Essentials ones, then you're good to go. Okay, add the oil, close the lid. Okay, we're going to do that later. But sprinkle the pork with the salt, which the salt is a ½ teaspoon right here. So sprinkle it with the salt. Oh, by the way, you have to cut those ½ inch thick. And it says a 3/4 pound. I think it does. I think it does. 3/4 pound. It's just like half of a tenderloin. That's what I did. I ain't got time to measure no 3/4 pound. All this crap. So I'm gonna flip them over. And yes, I will wash my hands after this. Nobody panic. Geez, in the old days, nobody thought about Purell and washing your hands, and everybody ate the fat off chicken. And come on now. But this is YouTube, so I will wash my hands. So that's all the salt that they asked for. That's what I'm doing. So let me wash my hands. I'll be right back. All right. So it says that we have to preheat our pan, which I've never done before. It says remove the paddle from the multi-fry bowl and add the oil. Did that. Close the lid. Set the thermostatt to position 4. Press the bottom one and the element on top, on and off, and let the oil heat until hot, about 1 minute. And then we will add the pork to that. Okay, so while that's heating up, I'm going to do this. By that time, we'll be ready. Okay, so we'll be back. When I said we'll be back, but you got to watch me do this. So it says to put it in the egg first. I've never heard about putting flour in the egg like this, so this is new to me. And by the way, my panko breadcrumbs, all I had was lemon pepper flavor. So it says to use a seasoned panko breadcrumbs. So do that. You're supposed to do one hand dry. I can't. I always forget that. So come on now. This is too much to think about. Okay, let's use this one as wet. Alright, so let me finish this. By that time, that's going to be heated up. We'll be back. Alright, I'm going to tell you right now, I had to put another half cup of breadcrumbs in there, so that was not enough. And the egg wash, perfect. I kind of like this egg and flour thing because it sticks better to the meat. So I don't know, I might use that. This would be great with chicken, especially if you're using lemon pepper breadcrumbs. So that's heated up. It's hot. And just drop it in there. And they said 10 minutes, so we'll see. Another thing is they tell you to flip it, but I don't see why, because it cooks on the bottom and the top. So I don't know. It's kind of weird to me. But we'll see. I don't think I'm going to flip it, but oh, maybe it's because the oil's on the bottom. They want you to flip it. I don't know. We'll see. Whoops, you guys can't see shit right now. There you go. Okay, so out of 4, everything's on. Let's go. 10 minutes. We'll be back. Alright, guys. It was about 5-6 minutes, and I flipped them over. I can see why maybe they want you to flip it over, is because the bottom burner cooks them a little faster than top burner. I'm thinking. So we're going to do this for another 5 minutes. And we'll be back. Alright, kids. We're going to call that done. And look at that. That looks good, huh? So, I'm going to plate it up, let it cool, and we'll give it a taste. We'll be back. Alright, let's taste it. Looks like the picture. Well, I think anyways. See the picture? Look at that. Wow! Alright. I don't know. To me, it looks like it needs kind of like a little sauce, like a little pasta sauce or something. But let's check it out. Of course, it's nice and crispy. Where are you at? There you go. It smells good. It really does. Going in. Well, let me tell you, it is good. I can taste the lemon pepper panko breadcrumbs, which gives it a little tang taste to it. I'd say if you use regular panko breadcrumbs, there's probably not a whole lot of flavor in it. So my suggestion would be, lemon pepper's good. If you don't like the tangy taste to it, then don't use those, but definitely use seasoned breadcrumbs, not just plain old breadcrumbs. Maybe it says to use seasoned. No, it doesn't. It just says panko breadcrumbs. If you got plain old breadcrumbs, panko breadcrumbs, then just add like Italian seasoning to it or some crap like that. It's definitely good. It's delicious. So I recommend it. It's not too bad. Kind of play with it a little bit, but it's good. Thanks for shopping. Bye.